It's time we talked about jobs you never knew existed. With the economy acting all unpredictable, jobs in the US seem kind of shaky. It's like we're all holding our breath, wondering if the economic winds will blow in our favor or leave us scrambling for stability. I mean, the administration's all too happy to deny what's happening. Experts call it the big lie. Check this out.
Here they go again. Yesterday, Biden actually started in again on how the prices of Thanksgiving were down. All right. But that story, which was like 4 days old or 5 days old, everyone has printed this. Every newspaper practically has printed how a turkey dinner is up 41%. The level of the price is up 41% since Thanksgiving of 2020. I mean, really, Joe Biden would have been better off not doing anything. Trump handed him such a good account. Don't do anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. He would have been much better. His polls would have been 25 points higher than they are today.
So with this backdrop of economic volatility, we're seeing this pretty fascinating paradigm shift, the advent of previously unheard of career trajectories. So as regular jobs become harder to come by, these fresh careers pop up and change the whole job scene. In simple terms, what we're going to talk about today are those jobs that are pretty cool and impressive. Just some ideas to get your mind going and expand the possibilities for everyone. And of course, let's not forget those previously unheard of jobs are also the ones that pay very well. And more importantly, they're interesting, they're convenient, or loved by the people doing them. I looked through a lot of online sources and find 15 of them where employees seem really happy based on the feedback from places like LinkedIn and Reddit. You guys ready for this? All right, career or job number 15, drying paint watcher. Yeah, you know the expression, it's like watching paint dry, right? Well, it turns out that there's really a job like this. A person who does this cool job of watching paint dry keeps an eye on how the paint dries to make sure it looks good and stays consistent. Even though it might seem a little bit ordinary and honestly boring, this job is interesting because it needs someone who pays super close attention, is patient, and likes seeing how colors and textures change. It's a special and strangely fascinating role, kind of like a secret job that not a lot of people even realize exists. Some of the people that do this say that an unexpected benefit of being a drying paint watcher is that it can serve as a surprisingly meditative experience. The need to focus on the subtle shifts in color and texture promotes a sense of mindfulness and calm. So it's kind of its own unique form of stress relief during the workday. I wish we all had that in our work. Now, that's just the first on our list. Pretty interesting stuff so far, right? So make sure you guys stay tuned. But first, just a quick thanks to show my appreciation. Thank you guys for always watching, and thanks for always lighting up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell, all right? Also, if you want to take it a step further and join our channel and become a member, there's a join button down below. We really appreciate your support. Thank you. Job or career number 14 on the list, intimacy coordinator. An intimacy coordinator, as defined by the SAG-AFTRA, serves as a mediator between actors and production, especially when it comes to scenes involving nudity, simulated sex, and other intimate situations. Now, their role isn't really about restricting creativity, but more of a support system for the whole production. They guide everyone on safety measures and do their best to assist directors in realizing their creative vision. So in this day and age, they make sure that there's a secure and respectful workplace environment for everyone. And that's definitely not a bad thing in my book. Kind of makes me think though, there are so many things going on around us to make our lives livable that we never think twice about. All these different industries working hard in their own field of expertise that we just take for granted. I remember when I was younger, traveling around picking fruit, and until I had done this very hard and tiring work, I never thought once about how the fruit and vegetables actually got to the supermarket. Kind of the same thing with the jobs that we're featuring in today's video. Number 13, game tester. Being a professional game tester isn't about playing games, it's about turning play into work. The fun side of the job is getting paid to explore virtual worlds, uncovering hidden glitches or secret Easter eggs, and eventually being at the forefront of new game releases. You become sort of a digital detective on the lookout for anything that might sort of disrupt the gaming experience for others. Plus, you often get to try out games before anyone else, making you a trendsetter in the gaming community. It's like turning a hobby into a profession where your insights and skills help shape the gaming experience for countless others. Now, doesn't that sound nice? Even if gaming isn't your thing, there's also such a job as Waterslide Tester. That's number 12 on our list. So being a waterslide tester is like having the coolest job at the water park. Imagine spending your work days zipping down colorful, twisty slides, feeling the rush of water and wind against your face. It's not just about thrills. You're on a mission to make sure that every twist, turn and splash is just right for everyone that's seeking a watery adventure. You get to be the first to experience new slides, almost like a water-based superhero testing out the latest gadgets. And let's not forget about the envy-inducing stories that you get to share with your friends. Guess what I did at work today? I slid down this amazing water slide like a human torpedo. Sure, there's a serious side to it, ensuring safety and quality, but at its core, being a waterslide tester is about turning every splash into a story and transforming what sounds like a dream day at the water park into your actual job. According to this, a waterslide tester salary is around $34,000. Not bad considering you're living your dream of thrilling slides and water park experiences. Number 11, professional zombie. So firstly, you get to be a part of the magic that brings zombie apocalypse to life. Picture yourself on the set of a popular TV show covered in a realistic zombie makeup suit, joining a horde of fellow undead and contributing to iconic scenes that'll be watched by millions of people. It's not just a job, it's a chance to become part of a pop culture. Then of course there's the behind the scenes camaraderie. You're part of a team of makeup artists, costume designers, and fellow zombie actors working together to create TV's most memorable undead moments. It's a unique community where everyone shares a passion for horror and special effects. And let's not forget about the perks. You might be featured in promotional materials, attend zombie theme events, and even have fans who appreciate your contribution to the show. Being a professional zombie for TV isn't just about portraying the undead. It's about turning horror into an art form and having a bloody good time doing it. An article on Newsweek shared the experience of a professional zombie who recounted his unconventional career as a performer in interactive street games. Initially a volunteer, he eventually became a sought-after trainer and choreographer for horror productions, with thousands of people trained under his guidance. Next, number 10. Island caretaker. Being an island caretaker is like having the ultimate job in paradise. Picture walking up to the sound of waves, feeling the warm sand beneath your feet, and having the entire island as your playground. The fun side of this gig goes beyond the stunning views and turquoise waters. It's like having your own private paradise to discover, from hidden beaches to lush jungles. Then there's the sense of adventure. You're not stuck in a cubicle, you're out there snorkeling, hiking, and even trying your hand at a little bit of amateur marine biology. Your daily tasks involve making sure that the palm trees are swaying just right and that the crystal clear waters remain, well, crystal clear. Sure, there may be some responsibilities, but it's not just a job. It's a tropical escape with a to-do list. Not bad, right? Now, for those homebodies out there, we have number 14, Netflix tagger. A Netflix tagger watches and categorizes TV shows and movies on Netflix Inc. and ensures accurate recommendations for viewers. Imagine getting paid to watch and categorize shows and films for one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world. And let's talk about staying ahead of the curve. You're among the first to watch new releases on Netflix, and you might even get a sneak peek at upcoming shows. You're essentially a trendsetter, knowing what's hot in the world of entertainment before it even becomes a big thing. Number 9, professional snuggler. You get paid to provide comfort and warmth through simple human touch. It's like being a happiness ambassador, providing emotional support and physical touch in a safe and therapeutic manner. The highest compensation available for this job in this industry is about $80 to $100 per hour. Pretty nice considering you mostly hug people for a living. Number 8, gumologist. Not everyone can say that they're a gumologist, and that makes your role in the world of flavors pretty interesting and exclusive. It's not just a job, it's a chance to explore, create, and bring a little bit of extra flavor to people's lives. It's like being a gum connoisseur, appreciating the nuances of each flavor profile. And as a gumologist, you might be involved in developing new flavors or tweaking existing ones. I mean, who doesn't love gum, right? Now, number 7, and my personal favorite, professional sleeper. This is one of the coolest jobs that people have never heard about. Firstly, you're the envy of anyone who's ever wished that they could just stay in bed all day. While others get up at 5 a.m. and rush off to work, you're enjoying a nice snooze in your comfy cocoon, indulging in the ultimate act of relaxation. It's like turning your love for sleep into a full-blown career. You might be testing different mattresses, pillows, or sleep environments. So you become a sleep scientist, determining the ideal conditions for the most restful, well, rest. Imagine getting paid to nap in the best settings or being the first to try out innovative sleep technologies. It's like being a sleep trendsetter, influencing how people approach their nightly rest. You can even make this into a social media influencer angle. Think about it. Number 6, chocolate scientist. Being a chocolate scientist is like being a real-world Willy Wonka, where you're surrounded by cocoa and get to experiment with sweets. It's not just about enjoying tasty treats. It's also about exploring flavors, trying out new combos, and making sure every bite meets high standards. You get to be a creative innovator in the world of chocolate, testing and tweaking to bring joy to chocolate lovers everywhere. It's not just a job, it's a hands-on journey into the hearts of chocolate making. Number 5, Panda Nanny. Who doesn't love pandas, right? So being a Panda Nanny is like having the coolest job ever. Beyond the expected cuteness, it's a gig where you get to hang out with playful pandas, watch them munch on bamboo, and see them being their charming and sometimes clumsy selves. From handling their daily care to playing games that keep them entertained, it's not just a job. It's a chance to connect with and help take care of these incredible animals. Plus, let's be real, not everyone gets to say that they spend their days with pandas, making it a unique and pretty awesome gig that brings a lot of joy and satisfaction to contributing to panda conservation. Number 4 on the list, Hollywood stunt person. Being a Hollywood stunt person is more than just the adrenaline kick from jaw-dropping action scenes. It's a daily gig of diving off of buildings, pulling off daring car stunts, and basically doing superhero stuff for real. No desk job here. Every day on the set is a chance to turn normal scenes into these crazy spectacles for viewers to enjoy. Working alongside fellow adrenaline enthusiasts adds to the fun. You collaborate on creating movie magic, whether it's intense fight scenes or precision driving. While the audience sees the final movie, being a stunt person is about being the unsung hero, adding the thrill that captivates viewers. It's not just a job, it's a lifestyle that mixes physical skills, creativity, and the satisfaction of being a crucial part of the movie making experience. I mean, seriously, these jobs need more widespread recognition. Not everyone can handle jobs like that. Number 3, Chief Listening Officer. Being a Chief Listening Officer is about paying attention to what's going on inside and outside of the organization. You gather insights from social media, customer feedback, and employee opinions to understand how the company is perceived. It's a daily challenge of sifting through information to spot trends, concerns, and opportunities. The job is more than just listening. It's about figuring out what's not being said, filling in communication gaps, and shaping a story that makes sense to everyone involved. As a Chief Listening Officer, you turn the skill of listening into a practical tool for helping the company grow and adapt to a constantly changing business world. Our second to the last one, Chips Inspector. Being a chips inspector is like having a cool gig where you're not just eating chips, but making sure that they taste awesome and have the right crunch. It's a daily thing, checking out different flavors and making sure that they're up to snuff. From regular salted to the most insane ones that you can imagine, you need a good sense of taste and an eye for detail. You're a part of a small team that's all about making sure every bag of chips is a great snack. It's not just about eating. Think of it as a journey into the world of snacks where you can make sure every chip is a perfect bite. Now, our final job on the list of unheard of careers, ice cream taster. I mean, are we really surprised that this is number 1? Every day you're figuring out what makes each ice cream taste great, with a focus on sweetness and creaminess. You work with a team to create and improve flavors, whether it's experimenting with new ingredients or making classic vanilla even better. And it's not just about eating. You're also keeping up with what's popular and helping shape the future of ice cream. It's not just a job, it's a tasty journey where your taste buds help make people happy with great ice cream. In the face of a recession, having unusual jobs like the ones that we talked about today can be pretty helpful. These jobs, like being a Netflix tagger, a chips inspector, or a Panda Nanny, they are a bit different, but here's why they're cool. They often focus on specific interests or industries that don't always follow the usual ups and downs of the economy. Regular jobs might have a hard time during these tough times, but these quirky ones might keep going strong. They're like special jobs that don't necessarily rely on the usual job market. So when things are uncertain with jobs, having an unusual job could be your secret weapon to staying steady and maybe even getting ahead. But what do you guys think? Anything on our list grab your attention? Let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe we can pick it up again on the next documentary. I'll see you guys there.